Something really interesting happened to me recently, and it made me rethink how change actually works. We always assume our actions follow our identity, but it's the opposite. Your identity follows your actions. Let me paint a picture. You've probably seen this before. Someone wants to get healthy, so they go all in. They buy the expensive blender, the running shoes, the perfect gym outfit. They announce it to the world. This is the new me! 3 weeks later, right back to old habits. What happened? Here's the part most people miss. They tried to change their identity first. They tried to force it. But identity doesn't work that way. Think of your brain like a detective. It doesn't care what you say. It only watches what you do. Every tiny action, yes, even the small ones, sends a signal. This is who I am. Do something once. Your brain sees it as a fluke. Twice. Maybe a pattern. 3 times. Wait a minute. This must be who we are now. That's the identity loop in action. So if you want to become a reader, don't start by announcing, I'm reading 50 books this year. Start by reading 1 page a day. Just 1. At first your brain says, interesting. We read today? Next day? Again. Day 3. Hold on. Are we a reader now? And just like that, identity starts to shift, not by force, but by proof. Start small. So small it feels ridiculous. That's how real transformation begins. Small, consistent signals reshape your self-image. That new self-image makes those actions feel more natural. And the cycle repeats. Stronger each time. No willpower. No big declarations. Just tiny, strategic moves that add up to massive change. This works for any transformation you want. But here's the catch. You have to start smaller than your ego wants to. Way smaller. Your ego craves dramatic transformation. Your brain, it whispers, just be consistent. And trust me, after years of watching this play out, the brain always wins that battle. Chapter 1. Brain plasticity and change. Here's the truth. Your brain changes every single day. And you get to decide how. That's not motivational fluff. That's neuroscience. Think of your brain like a garden. Every thought you think, every habit you repeat, every action you take, you're carving a path through that garden. Walk the same path often enough. It gets wider, clearer, easier to follow. Just like the path I take to my coffee machine every morning. Believe me, that trail's well worn. But here's the fascinating part. Your brain doesn't care if the path leads to flowers or to weeds. It just says, hey, we use this path a lot. Let's make it stronger. That's why you can automatically navigate to your favorite coffee shop, even when you meant to head to the gym. Now, remember part 1. Those tiny identity-building actions. This is why they work. Every time you take a small action, you're not just checking off a box. You're literally rewiring your brain. That old pattern, that limiting belief, that bad habit you can't seem to break. You didn't just think your way into it. You walked that mental path so many times, your brain paved it for you. And now, here's the exciting part. You can start building a new path. Right now, those old habits, they're just paths too. And here's the good news. You can let them fade away. But, and this is really important, you don't do it by fighting them. Think about this for a second. Try an experiment with me. Don't think about pink elephant. What popped into your head? Pink elephants, right? Exactly. Our brains are sneaky like that. The more you try to fight a thought, the stronger it gets. So instead of battling your old habits head on, focus on building new paths. Want to stop checking your phone the moment you wake up. Don't fight the urge that just doubles down on your phone in your brain. Build a new morning routine instead. Maybe drink a glass of water. Stretch. Take 3 deep breaths. Whatever feels right for you. Every time you take that new path, something incredible happens. You're not just creating a habit. You're building new neural connections. And slowly but surely, that old path starts to fade. Not because you fought it. Fighting actually strengthens it. But because you simply stopped maintaining it. Kind of like how the route to my old job disappeared from my brain once I started working from home. Here's the real secret to lasting change. You don't have to wage war on your old self. You just have to consistently build new paths. One tiny step at a time. Your brain will take care of the rest. It's literally designed for this. Curious how this has worked in your life before? Think about any habit you've successfully changed. I'd love to hear your story. Drop it in the comments below. Chapter 2. Environmental Design Mastery. Now that we understand how your brain creates and strengthens new paths, let's explore how to make this process automatic by changing your environment. Here's a truth most people miss. The smartest way to change your life isn't through motivation or willpower. It's through environment. So take a moment, look around your room right now. Everything you see around you is either pushing you toward your goals or pulling you away from them. And guess what? You have complete control over this. Let me give you a simple example from nature. Water. Water always follows the path of least resistance. It flows downhill effortlessly. Here's the kicker. Your behavior works the exact same way. I noticed this in my own life. You naturally flow toward whatever's easiest in your environment. Want to eat healthier. I used to think it was all about willpower, trying to resist those late night cravings. But here's what really works. Don't stock up on willpower. Just stop buying junk food. Let me tell you from experience, at 10 p.m., when you're tired and stressed, willpower is gone. But you know what still works perfectly? The fact that there's no junk food in your house. I call this the friction principle. Make good habits downhill. Easy to do. Make bad habits uphill. Hard to reach. Want to exercise more? Put your workout clothes right by your bed. Want to stop mindless social media scrolling? Delete the apps. Make it take 3 extra steps to open them. Remember how we talked about brain patterns earlier. Your environment is basically a physical version of those patterns. Change your environment, and you automatically change your brain's wiring. Studies show people who keep a fruit bowl visible eat 70% more fruit. Think about that. No willpower needed. No motivation required. Just smart environmental design. It's exactly what happened when I put a water bottle on my desk. Suddenly, I was drinking way more water without even thinking about it. Once you get this principle, you can create success triggers everywhere. Want to read more? Put books on your coffee table. That simple trick is what finally got me reading consistently. Want to drink more water? Put water bottles at every spot you usually sit. Your environment is like an invisible force field, constantly nudging your behavior. Once you set it up right, it works 24/7. Even when you're tired, stressed, or completely unmotivated, your environment has your back. I'd love to hear in the comments, what environmental changes have worked for you? Or what changes are you planning to make after learning this? Chapter 3. Energy as your primary currency. Even the most perfectly designed environment needs a power source. And that's where most people miss something crucial. Everyone talks about time management, but here's the hard truth. You can't actually manage time. Time moves forward no matter what. What you can manage is your energy. Let me ask you, be honest with yourself. Have you ever had a day with plenty of free time, but felt so drained you couldn't get anything meaningful done? Or maybe the opposite. Only 30 minutes, but you were so energized you accomplished more than you usually do in 3 hours. I see some of you nodding. Yeah, we've all been there. Here's what took me years to understand. Your energy isn't just about being tired or awake. It's your capacity to change, to learn, to grow, to push forward. Unlike time, which we can't control, energy can be expanded. Think about that for a second. Most people, myself included, get this totally backward. They try to cram more and more into their time, pushing harder, sleeping less, working longer. But watch closely. This always backfires. Always. Think of your energy like a battery with a solar panel. Sure, you can drain it. Everyone does. But you can also recharge it. And even better, you can upgrade your battery's capacity. Pretty amazing, right? Your brain uses about 20% of your body's energy at rest. But during intense focus, that number can jump to a staggering 70%. No wonder you feel mentally wiped out after learning something new. Your brain is literally running a marathon. But recovery isn't just about rest. It's about strategic renewal. You know those moments when you feel like you're doing nothing? Well, something incredible is happening inside. Your brain is consolidating information, replenishing energy, and building fresh neural pathways. Mind-blowing, isn't it? This changes everything about how we should plan our days. Instead of asking, how can I fit more in, which I used to do all the time, ask, how can I match my tasks to my energy? Got a peak energy moment. Use it to learn something new. Want to be creative? Do it when your mind is freshest. It's like surfing. You've got to catch the wave at just the right moment. Remember our chat about environmental design. Now apply that same thinking to your energy. Design your day around your natural energy rhythms. Create renewal triggers. Build in recovery periods. Here's what I've learned to be absolutely true. When you master your energy, time takes care of itself.